Crazy.
But yeah, man, I tripped
Yeah.
out. I tripped out with that. Like when you going back to what you were saying, like we haven't gotten like a lot of stuff like that, and it was
Mm,
and like now looking back at like those Superman movies and at the Smallville like stuff of it. The one,
mm,
dude, oh my god, I'm like on a like high brain right now. But
mm.
fucking the one thing I remember about the Smallville
Uh,
show is that they try to make like Justice League, like the Justice League in the Smallville show, and it was like the Flash, Green Arrow,
mm,
Superman, Cyborg, and Aquaman. And their Cyborg, bro,
mm.
they didn't have any money to do really Cyborg, and their Cyborg was just wearing an Under Armour that had like schematics on it. Like he was legit just wearing that was trash, bro. Trash, trash, trash. That was so trash, trash.
Mm. Yeah, that sounds like some low budget shit that they would do on the DC property. You know what I mean? They've been doing. I don't know. They Smallville, Lois and
Bro,
Clark,
what's up with that? Can we talk about
Gotham.
that? Can we get to the bottom of that? Why is DC up in the ghettos? We need to get out of the ghetto. I love DC comic books.
Mm.
Obviously, I love them. I have fucking the Justice League tattooed on my fucking arm. I have a Batman tattoo. I love Superman, Batman, all that stuff. Why are we in the ghetto, brother? Why are we out here and fucking over here getting shot at with kryptonite bullets and shit? We're over here in the fucking dollar movies and shit over here with all of our DC shit.
Yeah, I guess the properties cost too much or something. You know what I
Man,
mean?
but have you noticed that? Like every DC movie, every time a DC movie comes out, like they're like, oh, it's the best one since The Dark Knight. It isn't. It never is. And then like the next article after the movie comes out, they're like, the fucking Black Adam has the worst fucking cinematic opening in movie history, or like some shit like that, right? Like it's all like it's like what the
Yeah.
fuck, man? Like these are good characters. How do we continuously? How do they not? We? I'm not doing it. You're not doing it. But how the fuck do they keep fucking this shit up like that, dude? I don't get it. I really don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. I don't. They need
Man,
to stop.
the animated DC animated stuff is where it's at. Just stick to the
They need
animated
to get
stuff.
those people and let them do the live action shit.
They should, man, because that's where it's at, bro. Like I feel like no DC live action is really messing with any of the I mean, the DC animated, not all of them are a hit, but they've been doing
But
them
none of
for
them are as bad as the live action movies.
and there's so many good ones. There's so many good
Yeah.
ones. Like wow, like
The
I was on I think HBO Max or whatever, and we were looking at we put in Batman. There were so many Batman titles. Oh my god, it just kept going. It just kept going. Batman, you know what I'm saying? Batman Arkham, Batman
I was
Ninja,
barely gonna
fucking
say that
Batman
right now.
Turtles, Batman Scooby Doo, fucking Batman. I'm like, oh my god, that shit is crazy. Like how many Batman properties
Yeah,
are out?
they need to chill with everything like that's with Batman. And I love Batman, but
Yeah,
they got so many other characters that they can do badass shit with. So
yeah,
many other characters.
yeah. They definitely. It's time to move on. The Suicide Squad is done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm glad. The Blue Beetle shit that's popping. You know what I'm saying? That looks
Bro, and that
good.
movie's gonna fucking fail at the box office too. That movie's gonna fucking fail at the box office too. And I'm not saying that because it looks bad. It looks fun. It looks fun. It looks I'm
Mm,
gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. But
mm,
we both know that movie's
mm.
gonna fucking fail at the goddamn box office. That movie ain't gonna make no fucking money at the goddamn box office. I fucking know it.
Because of George Lopez? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, yeah, George Lopez. Yeah, the George Lopez audience is gonna show up. A bunch of lowrider cars playing fucking the song. Boop, 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 boop. He goes, "Where y'all at? Two tickets to Blue Beetle, ese."
Blue Beetle fool.
Yeah, Blue Beetle, fool.
You remember Blue Beetle's out this
Yeah,
weekend?
pinche Jaime Reyes, vato. Por vida, ese, for life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Blue Beetle looks like a cool attempt, though. They're trying to be, a Spider-Man. They're
Hey,
trying to
this
compete.
is
They're
our
trying to,
Iron Man, bro. This is the
yeah,
DC's Iron Man. This is the first
right.
movie in their cinematic universe, the James Gunn universe, Gods and
Oh yeah.
Monsters.
Oh shit.
James Gunn saying, hey, this is the
Mhm.
first one that we're doing. This is kicking it off. So this is going to set the tone for all the movies moving forward. The movies are going to more or less be of this quality, if not better or worse.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I do
So
like James
a
Gunn, so
lot
it
of
should
shit
be.
is
It
hinging
should
on
be a
this
lot
fucking
better.
Blue Beetle movie.
It should be a lot better than the other ones that James Gunn's is attached to it. I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man.
He got a
Speaking of
good track record.
Speaking of that, brother, have you seen the Flash, the Flasher, Ezra Miller, the fastest criminal alive?
Nah, I haven't seen The Flash, bro. I'm gonna check it out. Not in theaters. I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
gonna
I'm gonna
wait.
wait.
You're gonna wait
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna
that
wait.
one. You're gonna let it simmer.
Yeah, you know what? Because I was gonna go see it like opening weekend, and then something came up or whatever. And I'm not really fucking with Ezra Miller or like DC. I've been saying, like, yo, they should just fucking cancel this fucking movie. Like, don't even drop that shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, charge that shit off, write it off. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Sid, I did see it. I did see
Okay,
the Flash.
all
And
right.
we have a
Yeah.
written review of it up
Okay.
on the YouTube channel, on the Ryan.T show YouTube channel, as well as the TikTok and the
Okay.
Instagram and the Facebook, all that
Mhm.
social media shit. But
Mhm.
yeah, I haven't really gotten to like talk about it with like anybody, really.
Okay,
So I'm
let's
like,
go. Let's get
but yeah,
to it.
man, I saw the Flash. I saw it opening day. I saw it on Thursday, the day before it comes out. So previews, I saw it preview night. And
Mhm.
fuck, man. This movie, brother. This movie, man. I went into this movie with like not super high expectations because of like the Ezra Miller of it all. You know what I mean? Like Ezra Miller looks like a creepy chameleon man to me. So I'm like kind of like, I'm kind of like, I don't like this guy. I'm already turned off by this guy. But
Right.
like, dude, a few minutes into the movie, I'm not gonna say that I forgot about his crimes against humanity or anything like that, but I forgot that this dude can actually fucking act, man. This guy is actually a good fucking actor. I hate to fucking say it, and I hate to compare him to this actor, but his
Mhm.
fucking Barry Allen, his version of the Flash in this movie is very Marty McFly, dude. Like he's very Marty McFly in this movie. He's very good in this movie. He's surprisingly likable in this movie. He still looks like a
Really?
chameleon man to me, but he's
Mhm.
still very likable in this movie. And he's not the problem in this movie, man. Oddly enough, he is not the problem in this movie, dude. He is actually really good in this movie. Like I said, he's very likable, he's charismatic, he's actually kind of funny, he's a decent actor. I forgot how good of an actor he is. I've seen him in some other stuff, like I don't know if you remember that movie, We Need to Talk About Kevin, or
Mhm.
something's
I
wrong with
haven't
Kevin
seen
or something like
it. Mhm.
that, where he plays like a serial killer kid. So
Oh,
he's just playing himself in real life. Uh,
yeah, yeah. The biopic.
yeah, the Ezra Miller biopic. Yeah. But yeah, man, he's not the problem in this movie. So I want to get that out of the way. But one of the problems in this movie is bro, the CGI looks like a fucking Sega game from 19 fucking 80. The CGI is fucking terrible, bro. The CGI looks like some Scorpion King fucking The Rock coming out of the fucking catacombs where he's like,
What? Yeah, because since I haven't seen it now, are you talking about like CGI, like the action scenes, or just like whatever character it is? Because you know what I'm saying, like
no,
you
like
know, yeah.
overall, like there's sometimes where it looks like good, and then there's sometimes where you're just like, oh, is this like post production? Like, are we watching like a video game that's like unfinished where we're gonna get like a day one patch like later on? Like, are they cyberpunking us? Is this Cyberpunk 2077? Are they gonna release like the good version later on or something? I don't know.
Mhm.
But hey, man, I'm not gonna say that this is like a DC thing because Marvel, believe it or not, in three instances that I know about, they've done this. Thor, Love and Thunder. Do you remember that? The controversy with like the CG, like it was bad, and they released like a day one patch and they fixed some of the CG, and they did that in the
I don't
Spider
ever
Verse
want to
movie.
see that movie again.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, me neither. But yeah, man. There's this opening action scene where like the Flash
Yeah,
is like saving a bunch of babies, where like it's like oddly reminiscent of like his real life, where it looks like he's stealing kids, and I'm like, no, Ezra Miller, don't do it. But like he's like saving these babies, bro, and they look like something out of the movie The Son of the Mask. They look like something
Yeah.
fucking terrible, bro. Like the CGI is so fucking bad. And I know it sounds like a little fucking thing to like bitch about, but it's not. It's so fucking distracting. And it's like, he's catching these babies and they look like lumps of fucking clay. They look like CGI, like hardcore bad CGI.
Did they do like the whole slow-mo
Yeah, he does. He does that a few times.
the sequence? What song is playing? You remember what song's in the background when he's saving babies and stuff? Something 80s, something cool? No?
No, they had like their original score playing, but it is a good score. It was like a real adventurous, like good, like big, like bombastic, like score. And yeah, man, that was weird. And then there's some times where like he runs and they'll do like a high shot where they show him like running across a building, and they'll show like that zigzag thing that they do in the comic books where it's like it looks cool, but then they show him and he looks like a little clay like runner man, like that. And then it looks bad. But that's only like, okay, it's weird because it goes like in waves. It'll be bad, and then you'll get like an action scene with Michael Keaton, and you're like, oh, that look good. That look real good. And then you'll see him talking to the other fucking Barry Allen, because there's two Barry Allens in this movie. There's two Ezra Millers. You get two Ezras for the price of one, even though you barely want the one.
BOGO.
Yeah, pro bono. You get the other one pro bono for free. But yeah, dude, that effect is really good. All their money went to that effect. Him in the same room with himself, it looks great. And they do that the entire movie pretty much. And you can tell that all their money went to that. So they're just like, oh, we have like $3 to do like the rest of it. So but this looks really good.
Yeah, how's the pacing and the storyline with this? Because when I was watching the trailer, it looked all over the fucking place. I was like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, the first two acts of the movie, the beginning and the middle, are very good. They're very Back to the Future-ish. It shows him kind of like, doing the typical Flashpoint thing where he wants to go back and he wants to save his mom. You know what I mean? The Flash wants to save his mom from getting murdered. And so like he goes back a few times and he's running like on kind of like on a cosmic treadmill, like on a bubble, like a Speed Force bubble. And that looks fucking terrible too. It looks like he's running through a PS2 fucking cutscene or some shit like that. It looks like some God of War 1 type fucking bullshit, some Twisted Metal shit up in the house. Some fucking
PlayStation 1, Barry.
Yeah, PlayStation 1, Barry, as fast as the 32 gigabyte processor can handle, Barry. Yeah, he's fucking glitching out like that, running. Run, Barry.
Yeah, that's a damn shame because this movie's been finished fucking years ago. We've been waiting for this fucking movie.
Wasn't finished. It wasn't finished.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, we've been waiting for this fucking movie for years. It's been done filming for years. So there's really no excuse for them to not be on point with the CGI with this, man.
But it's not all, and not all of it looks bad. Some of it looks real bad, but some of it looks real good. Like I said, the two berries looks good.
70-30 or?
Like more like more than bad, like 50-60, something like that. Like more than half of it is really bad. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Like 40-60, like most of it is bad. Wow. Like a lot of it's bad, but some of it is really good, man. Like whenever they show Supergirl, her stuff's good. Michael Keaton's stuff is phenomenal. Dude, Michael Keaton is this fucking movie. Whenever he comes out, like, I don't know about you, but fucking Batman, fucking the 80s Batman, I love Michael Keaton. I love me some Michael Keaton, dude. Dude, he still got it, dude. Like, you see him and you go instantly back to being a little kid and you're like, that's Batman. He's Batman. You know what I mean? Like, he's wearing the suit and he's like, gets into like the Batman stance. And he does like you remember in the movie where he knocks out, I think it's like Catwoman. He like punches her like into the ground and she goes like face first into like the floor. And remember he's like, eat floor. Remember he's like, eat floor. He like punches her into the floor. He does that to somebody and it's like a callback to that movie. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. He's like that. And I was like, oh, fuck. Dude, yeah. That was like I had a major bat boner when that happened. Anything with Batman I was like, oh, I was all fucking turned on by it.
And you know what? I feel like that, that's like, for me, that's the only reason that I even want to see this movie, to be honest with you.
Dude, and the adventure of the movie is so fun.
Michael Keaton back in the bat uniform. That's the only reason.
Dude, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's fucking cool seeing Michael Keaton, Batman, that version of Batman, hang out with the fucking Flash. It's fucking dope as fuck, bro. Like the adventure of the movie and seeing them and seeing that Batman who's only fight like regular people, who only fights regular people, who's never interacted with anybody super. Like it's so cool to see him interact with like a Supergirl, him fight Kryptonians, him get in the bat plane and like shoot people and stuff. Like, dude, General Zod meeting Batman is fucking lit. That's fucking OP shit right there, dude. Like my nostalgia and nerdiness, fuck, dude, I was getting like overpowered by it at one point. I was like, oh, I was about to explode.
Now, how did that look? Because like
that battle's epic. That battle looks great. Whenever Batman like jumps out of the plane and Supergirl shows up and the Flash is like doing fucking tornadoes and making electricity tornadoes and shit, that looks like some gangster shit, dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one part where I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I talked shit about this. I was like, this looks fucking dope. Like that looks cool.
Did Zod did he come back for that role, or did they just copy and paste?
No, he came back for that role. Michael Shannon came back for that role, yeah. And so that's why it looks so good. It's like the CGI is great in it. It's all the real actors. They're like in some like sound studio with a lot of sand, so they're like fucking shit up, dude. It's dope as hell.
Like the casual, like the innocent civilian count, was that still high like that? You know what I'm saying?
No, this Batman, Michael Keaton Batman is real good about like real quick. He's like, I'm taking this fight like away from the town. He does that like right away, and I'm like, yeah, he would do that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm down. I was like, yeah.
I feel like that is super lost on all. Like, you know what I'm saying? On, like,
Superman and Batman and all the heroes. That's the first thing they would do.
Like, buildings are crumbling. Who give a fuck?
Yeah,
like,
but isn't that what Superman literally always does? I think he even does that in the old movie, right? He's like, I'm taking it away from the town. Like he like flies somewhere else so they can fight and not fuck everything up.
I think Man of Steel he doesn't though. Like I think Man of Steel.
No, Man of Steel he destroys everything.
I think like they go to space or whatever, and then like Superman takes them like back down to Earth or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? Why would you?
General Zod knocks him down into Earth, but I'm like, well, wouldn't Superman be really strong because the sun's right there?
Hey man, I enjoyed the little Dark Man of Steel, but
no, yeah, that fight scene is epic, dude. That looked like a Dragon Ball Z like live action fight scene. That shit was dope too. And like, I mean, that was dope as fuck. But they were killing everybody, all the innocent people. But it was cool as fuck.
And it was like some type of like ad placement in there too. Where
yeah, he was like a Sears ad. Superman like got a tire at Sears at one point. Like he went to go get a fucking grill and shit.
Because I remember watching that shit, I was just like, ooh, big explosion, and then product placement. I'm like, oh,
yeah, man. He like cleans off the Sears sign. He's like, oh, low prices at the Sears.
The Pepsi truck exploded.
Yeah, you know? He's like, oh my God, General Zod, why would you destroy that delicious Pepsi truck? Everybody knows a cool, refreshing Pepsi goes down amazing.
You remember World War Z? Brad Pitt was like, oh, I need a Pepsi. Yeah.
頭もやもやしてないか。そんな時は超力水。たまに気合い。キリン超力水誕生。超スッキリ。
ラブ4という名のスポーツ。ラブ 4L、ラブ 4J。待望のブラック新登場。
ちょうだいうまい街中の噂青キーズピザ
嫌味のおでん嫌味のおでん嫌味のおでんはサークル系ほらちびたのおでんだいしーバレたざんすちびたのおでんはサークル系
カルビはミディアムロースはレアよ焼きすぎよ
焼肉だぜ強くなれ炭火焼肉新中間うりゃーカルでカラーちょっと違うこのヌードルはちょっと違う元気マリマリフィッシュマン元気ビッシュボーちょっと違うちょっと違うちょっと違うちょっと違う
元気応援ヌードル金ちゃんカルデガーロ新発売
ひらがなひらひらひらパレードブースコープで遊びながらひらがなのお勉強お邪魔しますセーラー文化専属講師ひらがなレッスンプレーリア IQ キッズハッピーセット
今幕
クドナルドは愉快なソニックワールド。ソニック、ナックルズ、ドクターエッグマンと次々変わるハッピーセット。マクドナルド。
金ちゃんヌードルを食べるとおいしい、食べるとおいしい、おいしさロングラン。金ちゃんヌードル、金ちゃん焼き豚ラーメンもよろしく。
Crazy. All right, you back? Can't hear you.
All right. We
There we
back,
go.
I think. Yeah, we back. Sorry about that, Ghouls and Gals. We had a technical error. I'm about ready to throw my computer out the window. But no, I think it should be fixed. But yeah, sorry about that. I got too hyped up over Syd mentioning the steamy Brad Pitt Pepsi product placement in the World War Z. I was like, oh, Brad Pitt, what? And my fucking computer like turned off. But yeah, sorry about that, Ghouls and Gals. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that quick commercial break, that random commercial break that we had. But yeah, we're back in the act. Sorry about that, brother. But yeah, we're back in the act. But yeah, man, I hate when movies do that, right? Whenever they have like a random product placement and it's never natural and seamless. It's always so apparent and so like ill. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like you're taking me out of the movie so hard right now.
Yeah, I hate when they do that with that shit, man. But yeah, Flash though. So damn, man. So Batman 89 is fire in this. So the main villain is Flash himself. There's no really other outside
Okay,
villain.
so here's the thing.
Flash.
That is correct, but it feels like there is no villain because it's just like the way that he ends up becoming a villain, and oh my god, I don't want to spoil this for you, but the way that he ends up becoming this villain is just like you don't get a sense of a villain because there never is a villain in the film. So by the time that the villain thing happens, you're just like, oh, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just so messy and it just fumbles and like goes to this ending that you're just kind of like, and you're like, I still have so many fucking questions. You know what I mean? You're like, for one, who killed Barry Allen's mom in this universe? I know who killed him who killed her in the comic books. It's the fucking Reverse Flash, but they never hint at the Reverse Flash. They never show the Reverse Flash, and that's never mentioned. And then, what happened to all of the other heroes in the DC universe? Did he kill all of them? Did they get all erased? They never answer that. We see Aquaman show back up, so we know for sure Jason Momoa is going to come out in future DC movies. But Gal Gadot is erased. Ben Affleck Batman is erased. Basically, the Flash does his own like Thanos like snap and like erases like all these heroes. You know what I mean? And it doesn't feel justified because we never had a chance to ever like really like these heroes or ever really like gain any sort of like, you know, closeness with these heroes. Like Ben Affleck had like half a movie, you know what I mean? Like Wonder Woman had like also one movie. Superman had like half a movie that never came back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They didn't get. I mean, Man of Steel, you want to count that, and then that's like 10 years later or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so it's like we never got to feel close to any of these characters that got killed off. So I can see why nobody's showing up for these DC movies because it's like, why do I fucking care? Why am I going to watch this? They keep rebooting it every 3 seconds.
You know, I don't want a Zack Snyder standalone Superman movie or a Batman standalone. Not anymore. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ship is sailed. It's too dark anyway for me. I want something else. I want something fresh.
I think they're going a more like friendly way with like Blue Beetle. It looks like they're kind of doing more like dark in some parts, but like light overall. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, Blue Beetle, that's more of like a family fun superhero adventure. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Shazam level corny. It's not Shazam level corny.
It better not be. I'm going to bang my head against the wall.
Like, it's still geared towards like high schoolers. It's good. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be like, you know, Peter Parker in high school type shit. Like, okay.
Bro, if I have to see another Shazam level corny film, I'm going to fucking bang my head against the fucking wall and like fucking strangle myself with a fucking DC comic book.
Yeah. Oh, did you check out Marvel Secret Invasion or whatever?
I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I checked out the first episode. Yeah, on the flip side of DC. Oh yeah, and if I have to give this film a rating, I'll give it a 3. I'll give it like a 3 out of 5. A 3
out of 5. Okay,
I enjoyed the adventure a lot. There's so many things that I enjoyed a lot, but the CG is bad. It's messy. Like it kind of stumbles like to the end, and it just kind of fumbles it, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel, and also like we're gonna talk about another movie that has like a multiverse or whatever. And Flash deals with like a multiverse. We have all these different cameos and all this bullshit. And the Flash, like it sounds weird, but you get like multiverse fatigue. You're just at this point, you're just kind of like, I'm tired of hearing about different universes and shit. Can I just like make the one universe work? Y'all haven't even figured that out yet. You don't want to be traveling to other universes and shit. So it kind of comes off like that. But man, I did enjoy some stuff. I didn't like some stuff. So 3 out of 5.
Yeah, DC is late to the multiverse party.
Yeah, again, DC is late to the party. That's DC's biggest problem. They're always late to the fucking party, man. They you know what I mean? They can never strike while the iron's hot. They're always like 2 years too late. You know what I mean? Or a year too late.
Yep. Yeah, DC and their amazing efforts.
Yeah. But did you watch Secret Invasion?
You know what I did? I watched it last night too.
I did too.
Yeah, what did you think?
You know what, man? On the flip side of like saying like, oh, stuff sometimes is too cheerful and little kiddish, I like how adult Secret Invasion is. This is like the straight up like adultish like spy espionage like 1950s they can't trust anybody type thing, and I like that, dude. Once I saw the opening scene where they had that paranoid 1950s secret agent guy, I was like, I'm with this. This reminds me of like those 50 alien movies, 1950 alien movies and stuff. I love this. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I was watching it or whatever, but I was like, wait, why are we not in New York?
They're like in Russia, right? They're in Russia.
Like, why are we? Yeah, I was like, why are we? Because I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I haven't seen Fury in a minute, and
he's been on space apparently.
Yeah, apparently, hey, you're not yourself, Nick Fury. You haven't been yourself since you've been back. They told him he haven't been himself like 80 times in this movie, in this episode. You're not yourself, Nick. You ain't yourself when you've been back. I don't know what's going on with you. I'm like,
right? They're like, you haven't been yourself. He's like, you haven't been yourself, Nick Fury. He's like, motherfucker, I'm 78.
Bro, I had to pull it up too because I was like, yo, actually, Samuel Jackson looks really good. Like, cause I was like, hold on.
Is he like? He's like in his 70s, right?
Yeah, he's like 74 or something, 74, 75, bro. And I was like, he's not fucking 75, bro. That's crazy. Because the other guy that's opposite of him, the older white guy,
Ben Mendelsohn, Talos.
Yeah, I was like, how old is he? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, they're not looking too far apart in age, but I guarantee you Sam is like 20 years older than
he's like 50, right? That dude's like 50, right?
I don't know. I didn't even look it up, but I was like, yeah, Sam Jackson's probably like 20 years older than this dude right here.
He has to be, But Sam Jackson looks good, man. But yeah, we're fucking with Secret Invasion. What did you think about that?
You know what? I mean, it was okay, but that was not enough for me. Especially if you're not, because I'm not familiar with all the other stuff that ties into Secret Invasion, because they did this like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, like talking about the scrolls, and like they did like an end credit where the scrolls were.
They talked about it in a Captain Marvel. Remember Captain Marvel's when the scrolls got introduced?
Was it that? Wasn't they in there before that though? No. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, okay. They weren't in there yet.
Oh, okay, so this is like the first appearance of the scrolls, or the second appearance of the scrolls. So I was like, I don't know, I felt kind of lost. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
You might have to watch Captain Marvel like again to like, even though you probably don't watch it.
I did not like that movie. So
Me neither.
I saw it in theaters and I was like, this is a one and done for me. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's like Girl Superhero, the movie. You know what I mean? It's like real like generic-y and shit.
and that's fine, but like that shit just wasn't it for me. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I fuck with girl superheroes and shit, but I'm just like that
and I like Brie Larson too.
Yeah, they were, bringing up, they were bringing people, that were like tied in for the Marvel thing, and it was kind of cool, but I'm not really privy to all of that. So all the little stuff that was in there that was supposed to make it cool, I didn't really get those little inside things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like watching it from outside, like, okay, Fury's back, he's messing with Skrulls or whatever.
Did you mean to tell me you don't know every single thing about the secret invasion to make this?
I probably should have watched like all the Skrull Easter eggs clips. You know what I'm saying? Like all the, I'm sure like on YouTube they got all the Skrull clips, Easter eggs that were all into the other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the problem with these kind of like superhero things and like these interconnected like things, dude. You have to be like up and up on all this fucking information before you watch.
Like, remember the Tesseract?
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, bro, I shouldn't have to remember something I saw one time in 2009. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, put the pieces to the puzzle together.
I'm like, bro, like, do a flashback. What the fuck? Quit fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
But I'm watching it or whatever. So I'm like, the two leads are like, so this guy's like 50 years old. Like Talos is like 50. Sam Jack is like 75. Like everybody is like over 45 years old.
No one's young in this bitch. Everybody's youngest, but everybody old as fuck. This is the geriatric.
I'm like, no, ain't nobody in the Secret Service like new and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they're like, God damn, man, y'all don't hire no you motherfuckers. Y'all just be fucking going to the retirement home recruiting people and shit. Y'all got Sam Jackson running around in fucking Depends over here, fucking shooting at fucking Skrulls and whatnot. Like, what the fuck?
But I was like, looking, you know what I'm saying? Because like the fight scenes or whatever, right? Obviously, you got like body doubles for Sam Jackson. Yeah. You got body doubles for fucking Talos. You know what I'm saying?
They got Michael John White for Samuel L. Jackson body double.
You know, he ain't doing back kicks. Sam Jackson's not running down the block and doing all this crazy shit.
Sam Jackson's 97 years old. He's not doing any of that shit.
He's doing all the close-ups. This nigga doing all the close-ups. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. We gotta find this shit. It's going
I like
down
that Sam Jackson wants to say motherfucker so bad in like every Marvel movie. They never let him.
Yeah. He was like, what'd you get for your birthday? He was like, the Avengers. I was like, You should have said the Avengers, motherfucker.
Yeah, the Avengers, motherfucker. I had all those little white motherfuckers as my slaves, bitch.
It's a whole lot of like Marvel lure in here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be dropping the little gems and shit. Yeah, I got like the Avengers for my 50th and fucking he be stunting on Talos and shit. That shit was funny.
And I like where they were like, where were you? Where were you? They're like, where were you at? He's like, I was in space, motherfucker.
Yeah. With the blip. You with the blip? All right.
Yeah, the blippity blip. You know the blippity blip with Thanatos? They're like, you mean Thanos? Whatever.
Yeah, it's like been like 5 years. Like everybody's still on blip time. I'm like, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yo, we still talking about the blip? Oh shit! Like, wow.
They're like, that was fucking 2000 and late, bro.
Bro, I'm like, so yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's all part of the timeline universe. It's all one thing, right? So max it out, yo. Right? You can do a lot. The action scenes. I wasn't impressed. Was not impressed with this at all. Not impressed. I loved Samuel Jackson's performance and stuff, but they, the fact that they took it out of the United States, they're not in New York.
They're in Russia.
In Manhattan, and possibly Spider-Man, possibly any other Marvel property.
I think they will. I think they'll take it to New York here in a minute. I think so. I think they will.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like the first episode is supposed to grab you in, bro. This felt like like a spy, like you said. This felt like a spy, like some spy shit. They just like throw
like
you
espionage,
in there. Yeah, Sam's back. Oh shit, where you been? Oh, you back? You ain't the same no more. Let's figure this shit out together. Oh shit,
let's figure this shit out together. What did you think about them killing the only white guy in the Black Panther movies?
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy. I didn't really expect that.
You know what? I like that. I was like, damn, how long has he been one of those motherfuckers, dude?
Yeah, I felt that was kind of, I don't know. I was like, damn, that was kind of cheap. Like,
man, they're killing all the white people side characters, right? They killed him, and then they killed Maria Hill.
Yeah, I mean, they're side characters for a reason. That's the only reason they brought them back is to fucking write. They ain't to write them.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna kill Nick Fury.
They definitely gonna fear McFury, but yeah, I was definitely surprised about that. I was like, damn, like ain't even no we don't even care. Like, there's no even mention. Like, maybe he's protected by Wakanda, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just
no, yeah, they
like
let that motherfucker out there to die.
A government agent that just, he gets the business. That's what happens when you in a spy shit. You know what I mean?
Bro, when he fell off that fucking roof, I like laughed my ass off. When he was like, ah, he was like, ah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, I didn't even like the scroll design either, too, of the face.
Oh, you don't? You don't like the booger head design?
They got like weird fucking like deformed demon ears and shit. Like they
look like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z.
They look like mad bumpy for some reason. Like, why they got that?
They look like who?
Raisin face. Like, what the fuck is that?
They look like who?
I said they got like a California raisin face.
Oh,
like,
I was like, what?
Like, it's all like bumpy and then it got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is it so like, I don't know. I feel like in the comics, the only real difference was the chin. Like, that was it.
Yeah,
like, the chin
they had like a Thanos chin, right? They had like a Thanos type chin.
Yeah, Thanos is part of the. I guess he's part of that race or whatever.
I don't think is he.
That's why he got the same fucking chin.
Maybe he's just their cousin.
He's part of the Kree. I guess he's part of the Kree race or whatever, right?
I guess so. Yeah. But yeah, the fucking the scrolls. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm kind of fucking with it.
How they did Thanos, and he's like part scroll, and they don't say nothing about that or anything and shit like that. We just like.
I mean, not that I remember.
I don't remember either. I don't remember no Thanos origin story. Did they do the Thanos?
Yeah, they did. And the one of the and I think it was like in Infinity War or Endgame. They showed like how he became like that and stuff.
Damn, so maybe we gotta see that clip of him on like the Scroll planet and doing some wild shit to be like, okay.
See, man, that goes back to that shit again where I'm like, I shouldn't have to remember the one thing that I saw 57 years ago when I was like fucking 12 years old and shit.
Yeah, and in the series too, they're like, Nick Fury and them, they promised them a planet, and I was like,
Sepa.
Wow,
like, badass, dog, cool. A lot of people promised me a lot of shit. I said doesn't mean they're gonna give it to me.
The moon and the stars, Vato. I want it.
Yeah. He goes, hey, speaking of that, y'all got free tickets to fucking Blue Beetle or what?
I want tickets to Blue Beetle and a Blue Planet, all right?
Yeah, and also give me some fucking tickets to Barbie too while you're at it.
And that's crazy, bro. They're like, yo, like fucking Nick Fury got the juice like that to be like, oh, I got.
Yeah, no shit, right? He really do got the juice, man. Is Nick Fury on juice? He's like an old ass man over here doing like karate backflips and like, man. But you know what? There was this one part where they were executing that plan. And they were like destroying everything or whatever. And Nick Fury is walking around like holding the gun like an old ass man. He's like, right? You saw how he was like,
yeah. I'm
like, go to sleep, granddad. Put that gun away. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I was like, man, it's gonna get real. Get real tricky.
They have to. The way that they're gonna save this show is that if they bring in an established character or hero besides Nick Fury. Somebody has to somebody has to come in and help them.
I do like the fact like what you're saying, like that they did write it as like a spy thriller and stuff.
I like that.
Because that's the best way to run with like a scroll storyline.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can't trust anybody, right? The information might be bad. The person that you're talking to might not be the person that you're talking to. Yeah. That whole like paranoid, type shit or whatever. That's cool. That'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? But also, you already know it's going to come down to like, which one is the real Nick Fury?
Oh, that happened earlier. Remember that happened earlier. That happened right in the first episode. Yeah.
Like, dude, that was going to be a recurring.
That was gangster when he shot her just in the stomach like that, right? She was like, "Hey," she was like, "Hey, Nick." He was like, "Nah, bitch." She was like, "Oh, fuck." She's like, "Why you doing me like that?"
Yeah, it's only way to be certain.
Yeah.
It needs.
So what do you give him the first episode?
What do I give the first episode?
Yeah, out of 5.
Out of 5, I'm gonna give that shit a. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a 2, and I'm gonna give it a 2 only for Jackson. For Samuel Jackson, he gets the 2.
He gets the
because
2.
It was good
the deuce.
He was carrying this shit.
You giving it a deuce Bigelow?
Yeah, he gets the
I
deuce.
mean, you know what, man? I think I'm gonna give this a. I guess I'll give it a 2.5. I'll give it a 3. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I like that kind of thing though. I like that like spy espionage type shit.
But that hooked you. So you're gonna watch episode 2.
I'm gonna watch the Deuce. But hopefully they get an established character to come out. Hopefully they get somebody, maybe Red Guardian. They're in Russian. They get Red Guardian. Russia. They get Red Guardian or somebody like that. I don't know. Maybe just somebody. So just somebody somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, anybody. I don't know anybody outside. Just take it back to New York so we can kind of get some type of fucking known superheroes at least in the shadows or lurking around or some type of references. Some type of Fantastic Four references or something in there to spice that shit up. Because the Skrulls and Sam Jackson is not going to be able to carry this series for me. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Because if this is like the first episode is supposed to be one of the best ones of the, what I'm saying, this is supposed to be one of the best ones. So I hope they not save it. Maybe they got somewhere in store for us. You can't put too much in the first episode, but
yeah,
I would have preferred
they're Super Skrull. That'd been cool. If Super Skrull would have came out with the Fantastic Four powers and shit. I would have been like, what? I would have been like, what the fuck?
Even the mention of a threat like Super Skrull, that would have piqued my interest in this because y'all would have been like, okay, yeah, I got to see where this is going to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when we were just talking about I'm telling you, aliens are here and all that shit, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna have to get to. It's a series, so they're gonna have to.
Yeah, they were like, I don't want to hear your riddle, Chicken Little. Get out of here.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm like right now, I'm like Nick Fury is a Skrull.
You think so? You think they're gonna do something that big that he's a Skrull?
They told him he hasn't been himself over 5 times in this episode.
They did say that. They're like, oh, he's walking with a limp and stuff.
And then they showed the whole process where they put him in the chair and then they take their mind too. Blurb. So I'm like, okay, he's a Skrull. We got this.
Would you freak out if at the end of the movie they show that they took old Captain America and he's a fucking Skrull? They have him in the chair somewhere and they have him. Oh, that would be gangster,
bro. Yeah, I mean the Skrulls are dope, man. The Skrulls are dope as fuck because they can turn into anything. So it's just like, why not? You know what I'm saying? You can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, throw in some characters here.
One of them turns into Donald Trump.
Or someone that looks like Donald, you know what I'm saying? Someone that resembles, Yeah, you remember like Morph in I don't know if you ever seen, who Morph is in X-Men? He can
they kill him in the first episode or something, right?
Yeah, they kill him in the first episode, but he can turn into anybody at any moment and stuff. So it's always cool to see him do that. You know what I'm saying?
The way he dies is so whack, though. He tries to save Wolverine from a bullet, and I'm like, Wolverine can take a bullet. He's like, Wolverine, no! And he's like, oh god, I'm dying. I'm so useless. They created me just so I could die.
I don't know. That I feel like that like the death of Morpheus Morph in the first episode kind of set the tone for the series. Like, okay, it ain't gonna just be super. We saved the day, and the end of the episode, everybody's happy, vibes, and fucking.
I like how Wolverine was like, "You killed my friend," and I'm like, Wolverine, you don't know that, man. Shut the fuck up! I'm like, shut up. They're like, R.I.P. Morph. They're like, who the fuck's Morph? And he's like, the guy that just died. Oh yeah, he was my friend. He was my friend.
Bro, Cyclops ain't built like that. He ain't never been in war, bro.
Yeah, Cyclops is like fucking bitch made.
No man left behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Hey, shout out to X-Men animated series. Amazing.
Yeah, that's animated series dope as hell. I like the animated series. X-Men.
Yeah, we on Marvel shit right now. All right, yeah, we got the Secret Invasion animated series.
Hell yeah. Speaking of family that never gets broken, just like the mutants.
Oh, hold on, bro.
I heard you.
Roll our sleeves up when we're talking about Fast and Furious.
We're talking about the family? Yeah.
For real, bro. Let me get my cross. Hold on, let me put my cross on.
I'm going to get a Corona out of my back pocket. I don't know where family.
But I live like quarter mile at a time.
I heard you finally saw the most epic movie of the summer. Fast
amazing.
X.
The one and only summer blockbuster that you should see in theater. No, I'm just
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, guys, like I'm only half kidding, but you Ghouls and Gals need to watch Fast X in the movie theater before it's not in the movie theater anymore. Holy shit! Holy shit!
This movie, bro. This movie is so crazy because Fast and Furious. First of all, it's critic proof, bro. It's critic proof.
Yeah, you're
Fast
like
and Furious
it's
is
stupid. You can't take it
doesn't
serious.
matter.
I'm not even gonna sit here as a film critic and try to critique this movie, bro. Like I'm just gonna straight up like tell you how fucking absurd and fucking wild this fucking movie is. I feel like after watching the movie, I feel like I injected fucking diesel fuel into my fucking veins. I feel like I was gonna go to the restroom and piss out fucking motor oil. I was like, yeah.
Yo, Fast and Furious. I don't think there's ever been like a franchise like on this scale that that just continually pumps out movies that like so bad.
There's never been a franchise that's this fast nor this furious.
When it comes to pumping out bullshit, but it's still enjoyable to watch, man. This was so bad it's good, bro. I mean, oh my god, the way that in the clip, man, this is crazy. This whole thing, Vin Diesel's back. Aquaman is turned the fuck up doing his best.
Yeah, he's fucking the Joker mixed with like fucking I don't know what.
A gay Joker.
Yeah, he's like gay, buff, more scary Joker because he feels like he can fucking like take you. He's just like that. This guy's wild in this fucking movie. He's like if you put every Joker into like a blender and then put like a rainbow in it, this is what you would get.
Yeah, he's Aquaman is going so hard in this movie. He's like
over the best part of the movie.
He is the best part of the movie. He's over the top. He's outrageous. He's laughing. He's having fun. Like he
knows what movie he is. He knows what movie he's in, man.
Exactly. He knows what movie he's in, and it's not over the top. Like it's not like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. Batman.
Oh, he's pretty fucking crazy in this movie, man. Jason Momoa is crazy in this movie.
Yeah, he's not that over the top, but he is over the top. It's a wild.
You can tell this motherfucker did a couple of little bumperinos in his fucking trailer before he came out, and he's like, "Let's go!"
Yeah, of bumps of methamphetamine, because he was just on one with this.
He was huffing that Nas, that Nas, that fucking super speed with Vinny D over there in the back in the trailer,
bro. Yeah, he was on them with this one, bro. Facing off. Vin Diesel was so serious in this movie.
Dude, I was just gonna say that. Vin Diesel thinks he's like in fucking Macbeth, the fucking movie. And he sounds like a fucking gravel monster every time he talks. He's like, hey, family. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, you just fucking eat fucking rocks for breakfast? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, he thinks he's in he thinks he's in the motherfucking in the he thinks he's Groot or fucking
yeah, he thinks he's in fucking Shakespeare or something. He's just Vin Diesel's like in a whole other fucking movie, bro. Vin Diesel thinks like he's like in this fucking like epic fucking Greek fucking tragedy or some shit like that involves like fucking cars and family and high stakes and fucking you know what I mean? Like Diesel, it's just
Vin Diesel is the only actor in this movie taking it seriously.
Dude, no. You know what? The sad part is his main crew, like Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, Ludacris, himself, all those people I think are taking it very fucking seriously. All those people, and like all the people that came later on are just like, guys, y'all know this movie is kind of like it's like a joke a little bit, right? Like we're making money, but this is like a joke. And Vin Diesel's like, this is art. We're family.
Bro, and I like how he was like, you're willing to break up your fucking family. Everything that's precious to you. Fuck your family, Vin Diesel. Them taking away that shit. You gotta figure this shit the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And he was serious too. He was trying to break that motherfucking family. That shit was so amazing, bro.
Man, I think the funniest part.
His fucking Vin Diesel's fists were clenched the whole movie. He just like,
yeah.
He's like a fucking bulldog.
My son.
My
He's
son.
like my ethnically ambiguous son.
Whose fucking kids are these? Yo, Michelle
Yeah,
Rodriguez
why does
is
he have a
fucking-
black son? He's never had a black wife. What the fuck?
Michelle Rodriguez is Mexican or whatever. Vin Diesel's supposed to be like Mexican and Italian or something, but they got a Puerto Rican grandmother and a fucking black kid, bro. It's crazy. I was like, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's Fast and Furious. It doesn't have to make sense.
Right, I like that.
Right?
Like we believe all this other stuff, but like we're like his fucking racial background doesn't make sense.
How is he so mixed?
There's no way you can't just identify as every fucking race, Vin Diesel.
Everybody at the table, you're like, wait, you guys are all family? Okay, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, Tyrese and yeah.
I think
Vin
the
Diesel,
funniest thing that I've ever heard in any Fast and the Furious movie is whenever John Cena meets Charlize Theron in like the Fast 9 movie, and she's like, "Oh, I know the Torettos are very racially or what do you say, a very ethnically mixed bloodline, but I never sensed any Nordic in their bloodline," and I was like, "What the?"
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, she was basically like, "Motherfucker, you white." He was like,
"Yeah,"
whoa,
she's like, "You're white."
whoa.
She's like, I knew Vin Diesel was just a white guy.
Yeah, bro, that shit. Oh my god, the fight scene with her and Michelle.
That was such an unnecessary fight scene. I hated that in Fast X that every time a character got introduced, it was like the fucking Suicide Squad movie. They all got like their own like little cool like action scene, and I'm like, this is so unnecessary. Can y'all stop? We get it. Everybody's a badass. Everybody's a badass. Good
Everybody's
for you.
family but wants to kick each other's ass.
Yeah.
All right, we get it. We get it. Everybody hates each other, but we're family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my god, it's so terrible, man. But I love.
And I'm tired of the Fast and the
everyone.
Furious franchise doing this thing where they call themselves out and they think that it's like clever. Like they had that guy, that Vanilla Gorilla, that fucking guy. What's his name? Fucking the blonde dude, the big buff guy, the Vanilla Gorilla. That's what I call him, the Vanilla Gorilla. They had him, and remember he was making fun of like the whole family aspect. He's like, everybody's just a corona away from like switching sides, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. I'm like, y'all are clever for saying that. Shut up. I'm like, just shut up.
I like when there's a lot of like terrible one-liners in this movie.
Yeah,
terrible,
they're amazing.
Terrible
though.
dialogue. The dialogue here is so shit. It's so bad. All of it, everything. Especially Tyrese and Ludacris's dialogue, bro.
Why are they even in these movies anymore? They're so fucking useless to this team. Like literally.
They're downgraded to just being like buffoon fucking comic relief, really. And like I don't know, man. I feel like it like that kind of like hurts more than it really helps. Like,
and then how come every time Ludacris talks, he's always like the Super Hydro Collider, fucking like this fucking crazy like tech fucking jargon that doesn't fucking mean anything. He's like, oh yeah, I'm hacking into the CIA mainframe so that way I can stop the Super Hydro Collider that was stopped. Like, shut the fuck up, Ludacris.
I mean, they try to make it believe that Luda is a hacker and the IT guy or whatever.
Ludacris doesn't know how to work a computer. Like, what the fuck?
Like, if he's so smart, he's not gonna argue and go back and forth with Tyrese on some dumb shit, bro. Tyrese plays himself in this movie. It's not even it. It's for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even necessary. Like, they need to stop with this shit, bro. Like, Tyrese and Luda, like, they need to be a little bit. They need to be better, more written characters, because that shit. I'm like, this is just like too stupid comedian dumb shit, bro. And I was just like,
and why do they have that random girl with them?
Borderline offended. They went to space last time and like a fucking hoopty with duct tape and shit like that.
Yeah, homeboys in outer space.
Bro, at what point is this fucking offensive? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? It's not it, man. Like, The Rock, he's cool. He fucking motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is fucking motherfucking. Luda and Ty, they're not really doing nothing but just being fucking clowns. Being the fucking laugh.
That's kind of true. The only black dudes they have in the movie are just like idiot dumbasses.
Unless you're fucking, Toretto, unless you're mixed, like Vin Diesel or
Vin Diesel's like, I'm black too.
Cena,
like, you can't be everything.
When Cena died, that shit was crazy too. They just blew his ass up. I was like, whoa.
Do you think he's gonna stay dead? Since nobody stays dead in the Fast and the Furious movie, I for sure he's gonna come out in the next movie and be like, "I'm here, Dom, back from the grave and ready to party, baby."
Guess who's ready to barbecue? You know. Pass me a Corona, brother.
Yeah. I'll be there for the barbecue, Dom. Save me a seat, baby. I don't know why he keeps saying baby in my head. I don't know why he keeps saying that. Man, you know what? Speaking of that, John Cena, why were there fucking 10 movies in the Fast and the Furious movie? You had the fucking John Cena and Son movie, you had the Vin Diesel soap opera and Letty soap opera movie where they're like 57 years old and they're like, we're gonna have a kid together. We're gonna have another baby. What the fuck? I'm gonna be in a nursing home in 2 years. Shut the fuck up, Dom. What the fuck are you talking about?
We gotta have another mixed baby.
Yeah, we're gonna have a black, white, Italian, Mexican, Chinese baby.
We're gonna name him Han.
Yeah, we're gonna name him Han. Han Solo, unleaded fuel, Charger, Tire. We're gonna name him Tire.
Every like villain that they ever fought is like family.
Yeah.
What turns into family.
Speaking of Vin Diesel's kids, is this kid a mass murdering terrorist now?
Is he wanted on the run for?
Yeah, is he like wanted somewhere, like in some states? That little motherfucker like killed like 20 men. Like he was shooting people with a rocket launcher and shit like that.
Bro, that fucking
he has blood on his hands.
And he was loving it too. He was like,
he was like, murder! Right? The next villain, they're like, we have to stop my son. He's a serial killer.
He's part of the, yeah, for real. We got to stop my son.
He's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my God.
He ate his mother. She's family.
The scene like in like Rome or whatever, with the giant balls rolling through the city and they're trying to save.
Dude, why do they like that movie so much? Why do they like that? They kept flashbacking to that movie. And you know what was so fucking embarrassingly stupid to me? Every time they kept flashing back to that scene, they were like, and you didn't know, I was also there. And they would add like another, like, they would like, the camera would like pan out and they would add like another character. And he was like, you didn't know this, Dominic Toretto, but I was there as well. You're like, well, how many motherfuckers were there off camera?
Yeah, everybody was there.
Yeah. Was Dominic's fucking 900-year-old grandma there too? Was she fucking serving up Coronas in the back or some shit?
That whole like, oh, it's a trap. Like they set us up with the trap, and the giant ball bomb just rolls out the back like a fucking Batman sitcom. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
No, stop the Acme bomb rolling down the street. That's remote controlled. And I'm like, oh my God, this shit is crazy.
The Fast X is so fucking insane. It's so over the top. And the funniest thing to me about the Fast X movie is that you had The Rock and Gal Gadot who thought that they could go rule the world in like DC. She's like, I'm Wonder Woman now. And he's like, I'm Black Adam. And then they were like, I don't need the Fast and Furious franchise. Fuck you, Vin Diesel, eat a dick. And then they like had to like fucking come and like, like come back with like their fucking like, please, sir, can we have a job again? They're like, can we come back to our DC things didn't work out. The Rock's like, I try to be the boss at DC, Vin, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it.
Yeah, let's do this cameo thing.
Yeah, I'll come back for the family. He's like, kiss my ring, bitch. He's like, kiss my ring. He's like, kiss my ring.
Yeah, man, that was crazy when Gal Gadot showed up.
Yeah, for no reason too. Like she's been dead for 17 years, and then she just shows up.
In a cocaine submarine, like
she would like she was out there with the people from fucking Ocean Gate. She had that fucking PS2 controller controlling the submarine.
She came to rescue the girl.
Yeah, her and Aquaman, Jason Momoa, they were like, we're gonna find those people.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that they're making this like a one part of the trilogy, but I can.
Yeah, why are they making? Yeah, Vin Diesel's gonna drag this out until like 2030.
He's gonna milk this shit out for the last.
We're gonna be like 77 years old by the time like the Fast and the Furious franchise like ends.
Well, he could do like the Rocky thing and be like, okay, like there's a new, like his son is.
He is 100% gonna do that.
You got to rescue Dom, right? Because family.
Yeah, and then like by the time they do like the Fast and the Furious, the new generation, his son's gonna be like super Italian and not black at all. His son's gonna look like fucking Rocky Balboa.
They're gonna recast the whole. They recast
yeah,
the kid.
he's like my son, who looks increasingly Italian now.
We gotta, I mean, we gotta see. Yeah, that'll be the future of Fast and Furious. Little Dom, little Toretto.
And speaking of another family, what did you think of Rise of the Beast? Did you see that? You saw that, right? Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, I did see that.
Did you roll out? Did you roll out to check that one out?
No, I didn't. I didn't go see it, man. I mean, I saw that. I saw that home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go see it.
Oh my word!
Yeah, they had a good. They had a pretty good copy though, so it wasn't all like dark and stuff. It was pretty good.
She's like, I only saw 3 people standing up in the middle of the movie. He was like, it was a good copy. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was a pretty good copy, man. That Fast Furious copy that I had is HD, man. That shit was crazy. I was like, holy shit. That was a pretty impressive. But yeah, but Transformers though, man. Oh, the first like 20 minutes of that movie just like completely broke my heart. Like,
oh my god.
You know, it was just a little too, it's just not what I expected. I went in with low expectations, but that first 20 minutes, first 15 minutes of you know, the Decepticons just coming through, beating the motherfucking brakes off of every Autobot in sight, murdering Bumblebee in front of Optimus Prime.
Yeah, they were like the worst team ever. They just got their shit knocked in.
Oh my god. I was like, yo, they just got their fucking ass handed to them, murdered. It was not what I expected, man. It was very disappointing. I was like, well, I guess we can only go up from here, you know. So it was cool, man. It wasn't what I expected. I was glad that they linked up with the Beast Wars with the what is it called? I forgot, like the animal,
the Maximals.
The Maximals.
Yeah. They're like Maximals, maximize.
even the Rhino was like, the Prime I was expecting over here.
Yeah, he goes, this guy a bitch.
Yeah, for real, man. I was like, holy shit, that shit was crazy. But I did like it though. It's just, you know, the whole second guessing of Optimus Prime being the leader of the Autobots, and you know, starting off with Bumblebee being killed. You know, again, kind of like started off on like a real downer note for me. So I was like, oh shit, like this is crazy. But it was definitely a fun adventure though. The CGI looked great. I love the characters in here.
Yeah, the Autobots and all that stuff looked great and whatnot. Man, I have to say, I had like a total opposite reaction, man, with this movie. I actually really dug this fucking movie. I like really dug this one, man. I think this one was probably like my, like, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. This is probably like my favorite like Transformers movie, like out of like, I like the first one. The first one's my favorite one, but this one's probably like my favorite one, man. Aside from that, I think it's in terms of like action, I can actually like see what's going on with the fucking action. It isn't all like chaotic and like all over the fucking place. Like the Michael Bay shit like sucked. I hate whenever like they would just be fighting and it would just be like pop 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 pop. Yeah, and I couldn't like see anything really.
Yeah.
But I will say one thing that I didn't like is that they embraced too much of like the Saturday morning like cartoon like element. Like it was very I don't want to say that it was like Shazam level corny, but it was bordering like that level. It was getting to that level.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's cooler when you got robots and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, I did like I did like most of the designs. I like Bumblebee's design. I did not like Optimus Prime's design.
It was a little bit like laid back Optimus Prime, right?
His mouth bothered me. It looked real weird. Like they had like real deep cuts and his lips were real low. And he like so I didn't like the face of Optimus Prime. It kind of bothered me. He kind of looked like an older face and shit. And I was like, why y'all trying to make him like this old fucking depressed, like, you know, don't know what he want to do type shit. But I do agree that's my only gripe with this is, you know what I'm saying, like I guess the only gripe for me is Optimus Prime with this, because I just don't like
he kind of sucks in this movie.
Yeah, Optimus Prime is the worst thing about the movie. Everything else was really, really dope. Even like the Transformers, the way that they transformed, all the other character designs were fucking pretty dope for the most part. Fucking Pete Davidson, I was like, yo, what?
Mm-hmm.
Pete Davidson is in here? He's the voice in this shit? What the fuck?
He was actually good as Mirage, right?
He was
He
really
wasn't
dope
bad.
as
He wasn't
Mirage.
bad.
I didn't know it was him until later, and I was like,
Yeah, no,
oh,
actually,
no.
he was like one of my favorite parts of the fucking movie, to be honest with you.
He was, man. It was so cool, bro. I like the cast member. The characters were super cliche, like the whole like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do all the work, but I don't get the credit for it at the job.
I feel like they really try to replicate the like 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe? Did they try to replicate that like hardcore, like that kind of feel? They try to go like for that like feel a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They try to make it like a kid's adventure, but like the guy, like the main dude is like a college, like, or
Yeah,
not,
he's like 47 years old.
Yeah, he's like from the service or something, and then
yeah, he's like, I have PTSD. I killed 7 Autobots.
But I did like the little sick little brother aspect of it, like the
yeah.
Like,
very 90s in that department. Very 90s in that department.
It was definitely like the alien in the kids adventure. Like I like the part when he was outside the apartment. When Mirage was outside the apartment looking in the window. And
he's like, "What's going on?"
yeah, it was dope, man. This definitely I did enjoy the movie. For the most part, so I'll definitely.
Dude, and that war at the end was fucking bad.
Yeah, the war at the end was dope as fuck. Not gonna lie, I did like the CGI. I did like the battle scenes.
Yeah, the Flash CGI wasn't as good as a Transformers movie. I will say that.
Dang.
And also, speaking of like useless characters, we were talking about Tyrese and them. Man, that girl in this movie was so fucking useless. Why the fuck did they have that chick in this movie? Her part was over once she gave him the thing. Like, we don't need you anymore. Why are you here?
Yeah, it was a little. That's what I'm saying. Like, her character was kind of cliche or whatever.
At least this other guy can shoot a gun and like fight without an Autobot. Like, he can like get a gun and shoot people and fight. He was in the army. This other chick is like, whoa, what do I do? Whoa.
I did like the
I liked her though. Her character was cool.
I like the what is it called when he got like he got his own little Transformer suit or whatever.
Oh, he got like his own little knockoff like Hasbro fucking Mega Block Iron Man suit that looked like a fucking special ed like Iron Man. Like I look a little special ed Iron Man. Like it looked like he's like, I got Iron Man suit too. I got a little tiny one. Like okay, all right, buddy. I can fight too! Yay!
It just blasted. But then, definitely one of my favorite scenes was the return of Bumblebee for sure.
Yeah, don't call it a comeback. That was badass. And then, did Optimus Prime have like a secret love affair with Bumblebee, like off screen when we weren't watching them or something? Because like he's like, oh, B, like the way like he calls it. He's like, B, no. I'm like, chill out, Optimus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I would just rather have Optimus not in this movie at all. Like he's just not bringing anything to the table with this.
His leadership skills, they aren't cutting it for you,
bro. The fucking Gorilla Prime, bro,
yeah, he like called him out. He's like, he kind of sucks,
bro. But he was with the motherfucking shit. He was with the fuckery. He was out there in the field fucking shit up. Like, yeah, we're gonna get this shit popping, bro. Like,
yeah, he was out there throwing bows.
Prime's like, you don't need to start fighting with us, bro. We're on your side.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, chill. I'm depressed. I don't want to fight. He's like, I don't want
to fight. Oh shit. Yeah, I like the fact that they weren't like fighting like in downtown Chicago. You know what I'm saying? They kind of went to like the pyramids and shit.
That was kind of cool though. I like that. I like the setting of them being like in like a weird like foreign place. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
Because we already did New York and the suburbs a lot of times. And we did the desert and shit, and that's not fun. Let's go to like a crazy like rainforest place.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly in New York, whatever, but I like when they went out, when they were traveling and stuff, go to Peru, had the battles and shit. That shit was fire, man.
What did you think about the villains, the Scourge?
Oh, yeah, they were pretty dope. I like the villains. They were all right. Unicron and shit,
I'm glad it wasn't Megatron again. I'm glad Megatron just didn't pop up. We've had like 27 movies of just Optimus Prime versus Megatron.
Yeah. It was a little tiring. It's a little tiring having the same fucking. Well, Megatron is a really dope villain, but then
All right, Sid's like, I like Megatron.
I like Megatron, but I like Starscream and Soundwave. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta have Soundwave. You know what I mean?
I like that they had different ones, and I also like that they had the the Maximals and shit. They had the fucking Cheetah one. The Cheetah one's fucking dope as hell. But even though like they didn't show them really, they had so many of them that some of them didn't really even get to talk. They just had like the Michelle Yao one, the fucking Air Razor one.
She was trash.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm a bird. I suck ass." Oh. She's like, I got bit. I have coronavirus. I have the Autobot coronavirus.
Yeah, I was not a fan of her character. I was like, no. I was like,
yeah, she wasn't everywhere. She wasn't everything everywhere all at once. That's for sure. Oh,
yeah, she wasn't. I don't know. She was. I was hoping that she'd be a little bit more cooler or something, but but when she turned evil or whatever, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's cooler than her.
Yeah, she started fucking spazzing out and shit. She was like, oh, she's like,
leave me alone. Yeah, she turned into the Crow.
Yeah, the Crow. She turned.
She turned to the Crow. Got the fuck out of
there. She was like, and then she saw Optimus Prime. He was like fucking slitting his wrist, listening to The Cure. He's like, oh, I'm so depressed.
For real. Yeah, Optimus Prime was super fucking emo, disappointing.
Yeah, dude, he was over there jamming out to fucking like Joy Division and shit, and like fucking My Chemical Romance.
A real leader. I don't know.
I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm having an existential crisis.
For real, bro. He was losing his spark. Losing his spark.
I all spark. What does it even mean? What does all of this mean? Am I a fucking truck? What am I?
Yeah, for real, bro.
He was like, I'm not really more than what meets the eye. I'm shit.
I did love the soundtrack to this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Soundtrack
it was cool.
Like O'Day to the 90s hip hop and stuff. It was off there playing songs like other years and shit. It's like 1993. And I'm like, this shit is from like 96, 97. They play. It's all good though. It doesn't matter. It's still a cool 90s.
He's like, none of this shit makes sense.
I was like, whatever. We got robot flying air fucking eagles.
So what are you gonna give this one out of 5?
You know what? I mean, this is definitely better than any Michael Bay Transformers movie. Let me just say that.
100%. Except for the first one.
Yeah. The first one is cool. But yeah, I would say like Bumblebee is number 1 for me. Number 2 would be Transformers 1, and then this would rank number 3 for me.
And also, the one thing I don't like is the timeline is so murky. Like, you're like, oh, where does this one take place? Is this like the first or second Transformers movie? Like, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, I don't know. There's a prequel, right there, but they're dinosaur robots, so there's and
then Optimus Prime's like stance on humans like changes in every fucking movie. Sometimes he's like, fuck them, kill them all. He's like, oh, Autobots murder everybody. And then sometimes
we can't trust those humans.
Yeah, then sometimes he's like, we gotta protect the humans. I made love to a human once.
Shit was fire.
Yeah. She went up my tailpipe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh!
She put the banana in his tailpipe.
Yeah, she put her banana in my tailpipe. I was like, oh, B.
Oh my god. Yeah, Optimus Prime was on some wild sucker shit in this movie, but he almost redeemed himself for me, but
I just think it's so funny that he's like manic depressive. Like he's just like super depressed.
I'm not buying the toy for Optimus Prime for
it's gonna come with like a razor blade and like a My Chemical Romance like CD.
fucking wig,
emo wig. Tonight will be the night I fall in love for you.
Yeah, it was like now with robot tears.
Yeah, he's like, he has a beer. He's like, I couldn't save anybody. Yeah, Bumblebee.
Oh my god. Yeah,
speaking of saving everybody, man, I heard you watch Across the Spider-Verse as well.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Across the Spider-Verse, definitely.
Did you shoot some webs all over everybody's face, neck, and chest?
Oh man, yeah, they got webbed out, bro.
They got webbed out. You shot up the club with the webs.
Yo, for real. It was a web,
For real, for real.
it was a web 360 web shots all across the board. For real. Close your eyes, you don't want to see this. But yeah, man, yeah, that shit was dope as fuck, bro. I was going in with low expectations.
Dude.
First one is such an amazing
Oh, you had
film. So like,
lowered
chill out.
expectations.
Chill out. It ain't gotta be that. It ain't gotta be as good as that. But you know what? This was actually better, man. This was, man. This the sound was terrible, but
Yeah, was that just, dude? That wasn't just me, right? The sound was terrible for like a little bit, and then it got better. And then like I found out that they also had like an issue with the sound and with the movie in general, and they released a day one fucking patch for the movie. They made the sound better.
yeah, man. I was like, what the?
I got the
fuck's
bad
going
sound
on?
version, just like you.
Yeah, I got the bad sound version too. The
The Syd Retro Cinemas. The Syd Retro Cinemas.
Yeah, for real, man. It's just because you know, they've been having so many stuff that's coming out early, so much stuff I haven't seen that's not streaming. You know what I'm saying? The Machine, I'm gonna probably watch that tonight.
Oh, I want to watch that. I'm gonna watch that. We can review that one. We can review that like coming up.
Yo, what is that war movie like Sisig or whatever? Where it's just all fucking.
Oh, Sisu, yeah, we need to watch that one too.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Like, there's so many movies that just like slip through the cracks that aren't streaming yet.
I want to watch Asteroid City. I want to watch Asteroid City. No Hard Feelings. I'll probably review those like next. I'll probably review those within like 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna check and see what they got because they have a lot of shit online. I'm like, man, this is pretty crazy. You know, I haven't been.
Today's episode's been sponsored by pirating. Pirating.
My bad. But, I go to the movies every multiple times a week. You know, I got the pass. I do.
No, yeah, we be paying for movies.
I balance it out. I pay digital copies of. If I like the movie, I'll buy the shit.
Plus,
okay?
maybe in another multiverse, you went to go see it in the theater.
Exactly.
Maybe in another timeline, you didn't. Yeah, you know what I mean.
The fact is, I did see it. It was a dope ass movie, man. I love the Jimi Hendrix Spider.
Yeah, Hobie. Yeah, Spider-Punk. Yeah, Spider-Punk's cool.
Yeah, Spider-Punk was dope as fuck. Everybody in here, man. Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, Miguel. I hate black people. O'Hara. He was all like, "Fucking Spider-Man."
You don't belong here.
You don't belong. He's like, whoa. He's like, I thought y'all like had all creeds and colors over here. He's like, but you're Miles.
Yeah, bro. He was a dick, man. But I had a feeling that Spider-Man 2099 was gonna be a dick, and he's one of my favorite Spider-Man characters. So,
but I also understood why he was a dick, though.
Yeah, well, somebody got to be the bad guy. Somebody got to.
But also, he killed. Remember, he killed a whole universe because he tried to do what Miles is trying to do.
Exactly. So he's a little bitter and shit like that. It was good though, man. I loved every minute.
It was the most visually stunning animated movie that I think I probably have ever fucking seen.
Yeah, the animation style, the oh man, yeah, everything.
Jesus
the Easter
Christ.
eggs, all the Easter eggs, all the other Spider people in the Spider-Verse. Like,
yeah.
Ben Reilly Spider-Man was in there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, Scarlet Spider. I'm like, yeah, I fucking love Scarlet Spider, bro.
Yeah, I like that they made fun of like the 90s with it. He's like, I'm so dark and brooding.
Yeah, I did not like that. I was like, why
you're like, I hated that.
Fuck. I was like, fuck, why, you know what I'm saying? Why you gotta reduce them down to the bad writing from back then? You know what I'm saying? I was like,
it was bad in those comics back then.
It was definitely was. But I was just like, why you gotta make him the butt of the joke? Man, I love that Spider-Man, his outfit, and you know what I'm saying? That, but they definitely poked fun at his.
Wasn't he the Spider-Man of New Jersey?
I don't know. He was like the fake Spider-Man for a minute, I think.
But right, he would go to like New Jersey and shit, right?
Yeah, he'd go all over the place.
He was like, I'm over here in New Jersey. I'm helping fighting Tony Soprano.
Exactly. Yeah, the Sopranos. That's definitely who he's been fighting in New Jersey, man.
But yeah, man, I really dug the Spider-Verse movie, man. I liked Miles. I like the whole idea of like the movie they basically dealing with like having to like grow up and like having to like separate, you know what I mean, from like being a kid and trying to like juggle all this responsibility and stuff like that. I really dug what they did with that movie, man. And I also liked how they would go from like multiverse to multiverse, and it would be like a totally different like art style and stuff like that. I really fucking dug that, dude.
Yeah, that shit was fire, bro. Yeah, I love the whole concept going through different multiverses and
Yeah.
shit. Man.
See, the Flash tried to do that, and they
Mhm.
couldn't pull that off. And Across the Spider-Verse, the fucking cartoon, was able to do that so fucking well and so fucking good.
Yeah, man. I don't know how they gets lost in the storyboards. Yeah, for real. Because I was like that when I was watching this, I was like, damn, man, they really should do like a Lantern Corp movie, man. Like they could do, this. I'm like, Spider-Man. You have to do a multiverse to see all these different Spider-Mans in one place, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You actually got to make like a team and a headquarters and all this shit. But like with the Lantern Corps, it's already a thing. You know what I mean? Like you already got a bunch of
Yeah, the
serial.
Green Lantern Corps, they could have made that into, or they mean they're still going to do something with it, and hopefully they go more of the route with like kind of like a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing where they're in space and fighting all of this like sort of stuff, and then like the Flash and Booster Gold actually could be like the multiverse, like they're like across the Spider-Verse, because that's what Booster Gold does. Remember, he like travels like everywhere.
Yeah, Booster Gold is he be getting out there. I used to like Booster Gold and Blue
Booster
Beetle.
Gold's dope. I like Booster Gold.
They him and Blue Beetle used to team up a lot back in the days in the
Hell
like
yeah.
80s, early 90s. And I used to buy those comics, the Blue Beetle and Booster Gold shit all the time. Whenever I saw them together, I was like, I'm gonna buy this shit. Justice League America or Justice Society or some
They're
shit.
like Justice League Europe or some shit, right?
Yeah,
Or like that, or
yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
or
man,
Justice League West Coast or some shit.
what did with the Spider-Verse movie and shit, man, what did you think about like just in all like the villain of it, like the fucking Spot and shit like that?
Yeah, you know what? At first it was like super goofy and shit, so I like that he kind of got serious towards the end
Yeah.
with it because he was just like trying to steal sandwiches and shit out the deli.
Yeah, yeah.
Out the deli. I was like, come on, bro, like you're a superhero. What the fuck are you doing? Being goofy.
But yeah, man, I
But
dug
no.
the Spot and I dug all of that, and I also dug that the film like tackled this multiverse concept really fucking well, and that they tackled the idea of that there's so many fucking Spider-Men like out throughout the or Spider people throughout the
Yeah.
fucking multiverse and stuff like that. And I also like that they showed some of the live action fucking people in this fucking movie, which I thought was crazy as fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah, I loved all of this shit. The whole movie was fire, bro. I have nothing bad to say about the movie except for the audio. They fixed it or whatever. So but other than that, man, this shit, I think I like this better than the first one.
Yeah, I think I like this one better than the first one also. Yeah. I think this one's way better than the first one, man. What would you give this one out of like 5?
Yeah, there's a 5, man.
Yeah, I think this one's like a 5. That's where I didn't have anything bad to say about this. Animation was perfect. Everything was good. The only bad thing I have to say was that it ended like on a cliffhanger, and it was like it's not complete, but I mean that's like I guess that's the point of it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I really fucking dug this movie, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's I already said I can't really say anything bad, but you're right though that the ending was on some shit I really didn't see that coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I had just watched Fast and Furious, so I was like, oh, okay, cliffhanger, or whatever, and I was like, okay, yeah, I remember they're gonna milk this out. But then when I watched this and they just left it on the cliffhanger, I was like, why'd y'all do that to me?
Why'd y'all do that to me?
Because I like that's the reason why I don't watch the series and shit because they be like cliffhanger, they'll milk some shit out. I'm like, no, I'd rather just watch all 3 of the episodes back to back. That way I can get this shit over with. But with this one, they kind of just like, gotcha. You're gonna have to wait now. You're gonna and I'm going to I'm gonna go to the theater. I got the first one on Blu-ray 4K.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this one on 4K as well for sure.
Hell yeah. And the next one's coming out like in like 6 months or like something like that. So it won't be too long till like it comes out. Yeah.
Yo, no rush. They should wait. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be ready by Christmas, maybe. Oh, that'd be dope. Because it's June, 6 months. That'd be fucking Christmas. That'd be super fire. Or maybe around the time you get married and go see that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That'd be dope as hell. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed Across the Spider-Verse. I think it's my favorite movie out of all the ones that we talked about today. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I have to give it like I think I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Is one of my favorites and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I hope y'all ghouls and gals really enjoyed this little like mid like early summer like recap. We're gonna keep doing these so that way we keep watching all these fucking movies that are like dropping like fucking flies and shit like that. But yeah, ghouls and gals, hopefully y'all enjoyed this little episode here. It's been a while since we had recorded together, so we thought we'd do this like supersized fucking episode and cover all the movies that we've seen over the past couple of like days and weeks and shit like that. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about all these movies or what your favorite movie's been that you've seen so far. But yeah, let us know, ghouls and gals. Hell yeah, and like always, thanks for watching, guys.
All right. Yeah, we out. All right, man. We got your boy Syd Retro, News Network 727.
Hell yeah.
Follow us online, man. YouTube, Facebook, all that fly shit. IG, Ryan.T show. You know what I'm saying? And stay tuned. We're definitely going to come back and get some more movies to review for you guys.
Fuck
We're
yeah.
gonna do some retro. We're gonna do some retro.
Yeah,
movies.
we gotta do a couple of older movies.
So definitely stay tuned if you guys like them hidden gems. You know, urban thriller, urban crime, noir thrillers. We got something special for you guys. So stay tuned with that. All right.
Hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in, ghouls and gals. Appreciate that. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.